Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, right, I think we're back on. We have audio. Can you hear me now? Are we here? I don't know why I can hear myself. This is really... I don't know what's going on. No idea. Oh my God, technology. Sorry about this. Let's just sort myself out. Why is that? Oh, God. Hello? We have got Mike. What's going on then? That's weird. Let's try that again. I can still hear myself in my ears, and I don't want to hear myself. Don't know why it's doing that. A bit strange. Anyway, so disaster. Hit record and everything's gone tits up. I think it's Boris's fault. Probably is Boris's fault, actually. I had it all planned. So apologies. We'll have to start again, shall we? Because I have no idea what went wrong there. It was, I touched the mic. I touched the microphone here, and it just went off. Stopped working altogether. I had a big plan for a live stream today, just to talk about what went on last night. So the idea is that we have lockdown, allegedly. So if you want to have a chat about that, then there is a link in the chat window that you can come on live, have a chat about that. We also have obviously live chat that you can chat with each other there. So hello to Shannon and Gatwick Man, hello to you. Sorry about the last 8 minutes cock up, and I can still hear myself in my ears, and it's very, very annoying. Got no idea why it's all gone, and of course that is annoying too. Technology, love it all. Don't you love it? Fantastic. Anyway, hello Ukrainian Dream. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is. So we're talking about today, breaking news, Boris Johnson and his lockdown last night for the you-know-what. I can't mention what it is, but you know what it is, that thing going around, allegedly going around there. So lockdown. Now I have done a little video for you that you can enjoy, and then we'll come back in a moment. I don't know if this will mute. Did my microphone mute? My microphone does mute. That's good. At least you won't hear me swearing in the background while you watch this video. So have a look at this video, and then we'll come back and have a chat. Hello, good day to you. It's Talking Really, and today's news story on Tuesday, the 24th of March at approximately 9:15 a.m. You may be aware that last night the Prime Minister Boris Johnson made a TV appeal.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home, because the critical thing we must do to stop the disease spreading between households. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes: shopping for basic necessities as infrequently as possible, one form of exercise a day, for example, a run, walk, or cycle, alone or with members of your household, any medical need to provide care or to help a vulnerable person, and traveling to and from work, but only where this is absolutely necessary and cannot be done from home. That's all. These are the only reasons you should leave your home. Sam, remember where we've been trying to listen as absolutely scrupulously to the scientific and medical advice. And what they've always said so far is that the health benefits for the whole of society of keeping the parks open and the playgrounds open as you possibly can outweigh the epidemiological value of closing them. But of course, looking at the way people behave, at the way they are responding, we keep that under constant review. And if people can't make use of parks and playgrounds responsibly, and you make a very good point about kids, but if they can't do it in a way that observes the 2-meter rule, then of course we're going to have to look at further measures. And the general principle should be that we should all, as far as we possibly can, stay home, protect our NHS, and thereby save lives.
He made it quite clear that people should stay inside for up to 3 weeks. So the Independent reported that the UK wakes up to lockdown, although we need to define what lockdown means, because actually there are a lot of things that are going on that mean that it's not entirely a lockdown, and it's not entirely, as it says there, police enforced yet, because the law that they're bringing in to cover this is not actually enforced yet. So they are actually saying that it's police enforced, and you could have a fine for anyone found outside without good reason for at least the next 3 weeks. I said to myself, I know you didn't hear me say that because I'm in my house alone, but I did say to myself a little while back, we're going to end up with martial law. And hey presto, we're actually on that road to having police and army enforcing this, which was supposed to be a voluntary requirement to not go out. However, my favourite story of today, News Thump, which is a satirical story. Britain to be locked down after simpletons couldn't stay at home when asked politely. And apologies for some of the language in this, but there is some offensive terms. Dipshits who insisted on going to the park and the pub over the weekend have ruined things for everyone else. It has emerged. Morons who head out into big groups to the beach or in the beer garden because the sun was out have caused the government to shut everything down because they just had to act like arseholes who think they know best. Most people have restricted social contact in a sensible way to try and stop grannies from dying. But, well, some people are just twats, says spokesman for the Department of Health, Simon Williams. Whilst the vast majority of people kept their distance and only went out when they absolutely had to, a comparatively small number of slobbering imbeciles decided to set up a virus breeding program in places like Scarborough Beach or London parks this weekend. As a result, we're having to introduce restrictions on everything, and not just the people who are about as smart as a garden ornament. If you went to the pub over the weekend, this is on you, you stupid, selfish bags of shit. he concluded. Yes, I did like that story. That's quite funny. So we need to look at what is actually going on as far as the various things that you can and cannot do. So we can have a look at this from the HM government, the emergency alert. The only reasons you may leave your home to go to work, but work from home if possible, to shop for groceries, medicine and other essentials, infrequently, it doesn't say what that means, to exercise outside once a day, to provide care or help a vulnerable person, and for any medical need, which is quite a lot of reasons there. When you say go to work, actually it's quite catastrophic, because there are a lot of people that do have to go to work because they are self-employed. And they're also in the key worker category. So they could be like doctors or nurses or paramedics or whatever. They have to go to work. There is a bit of a complaint because the government have decided that they're going to fund people who are employed whilst they're off. So they're going to get 80% of their wages, whilst the self-employed only get the SSP rate, which is £94 a week. So you can see that self-employed are going to be worse off, and they still have to pay their rent. So they're still having the NHS worker issues plea as commuter train packed despite the UK lockdown. Basically, this story was about London Underground mainly, because it's always about London, nowhere else in the UK exists but London. But they have actually made it worse for themselves by having cut down by 40% on the capacity on trains. So rather than having a 8-carriage train, they've only got 4 carriages. Well, what do they bloody expect? Are they a bunch of morons? Of course, you're going to have people gathering together in the train. It's just ridiculous. So they can be seen crammed into carriages less than 12 hours after the lockdown was announced last night. Now, they're trying to blame Sadiq Khan, but the idea comes from the government because the government are in charge. So the idea is that we're going to be stuck inside for 3 weeks, so it could be quite ideal that you stick with me on this channel, because we're going to be doing videos and live streams. And talking of passing the time, here's some comical relief that may take your mind off it. First of all, I want to warn you of the proliferation of profanity. Try saying that fast. Proliferation of profanity that you may find offensive. However, you've had the warning, so don't blame me.
Right, you bastards. I told you once, stay the fuck at home, stop being tramps. Stop going out and fucking coughing everywhere and, oh, but I need toilet roll. Use a fucking sock. Stay at home. It's not hard, right? In World War I and II, they had to stay at home hoping the next bomb wouldn't hit their fucking roofs. I'm asking you to stay at home, eat fucking microwave meals and watch telly. And you're whinging about it. I'm giving you fucking 2 months off work, you cunts. Stay at home. Stop being bastards. You can go out to exercise if you really fucking want to. Once a day, though, I'll allow you. The police will come and kick your fucking teeth in if they see you with more of 3 mates. I'll fucking send them round to your house. I don't give a... They'll kick your parents' head in and all. Bunch of cunts, a lot of you. Stay at home. Do as you're fucking told.
And here is, to finish off, here's some funny memes that I've seen relating to the shutdown. And by the way, it's actually not a shutdown because they haven't actually said it's a shutdown. They've just given the impression it is. Obviously, they need to have the law in place first before they can demand it. Anyway, that's it for now. Catch you later. Bye for now. Right. What do you guys think? Do you think it's what do you think? Over to you. So chat away, and of course, hopefully you can hear me. I've no idea what went on with that, but we have technology, and it's probably got a virus. Actually, to be honest with you, it's probably very, very sick, very ill. So good day to you. Here's of course talking really, and we're here having a chat about last night and Bojo, Mr. Bojo, yeah, making his claim. But then, you know, when you think about it, a bunch of idiots going out down the beach and going on the, you know, driving the car around and going to the enjoy yourself. I mean, when quite clearly, you know, you should be at home. You know, let's face it, there's some very selfish people out there. And I think 3 weeks is going to be tough for some, but as you say, some of you have the experience, such as I think Lloyd said that he's used to it being stuck inside. So, yes, I have to say for me, it's been quite tough this last day or two. Well, since Monday, because obviously all my classes have stopped now. I'm actually officially unemployed, even though I'm not. I'm still, you know, doing bits and pieces. But yes, it's quite tough. And if you have any comments to make, then please write them down, or indeed you can come on live if you wish. Come on and chat to me live. That'd be very good. I don't want to be alone. We're going to be here for another 10 minutes or so. Oh, look, we got Mr. Alfie is on. I'm just checking to make sure it is actually Mr. Alfie, and I'll put myself on camera and then we'll add him to the stream. Hello, good day to you, Mr. Alfie.
Good day, everybody.
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
I didn't know he was. Yeah, I didn't know he was on. Obviously, it was just happened to have the computer on when you were.
Yeah.
Yabbing. But I was knee deep in my food at the time, so I couldn't log on.
It was very last minute. Lloyd said to me last night, why don't you do a quick live stream? And I wasn't feeling too good last night, so I thought this morning I made the video that we just played, and I thought, hey, we'll do a live stream. So that was, I'm going to do another 10 minutes or so, just to see what people think.
Well, I'm all for it, to be honest with you, because I found that news thump item you put on quite amusing, but to the point.
Yes.
And even though no one likes a Tory, I have to admit, if he does introduce a total lockdown, as was intimated on that clip, I'm in full agreement of that.
Yes.
Because for some strange reason, there's such a massive collection of arseholes out there that are totally willing to flaunt the professional advice. Ignore Bojo's advice, but the professional advice from people that know what is happening and advising you what to do. The complete arseholes. It won't happen to me. I'm not missing my pints. Go on, we're going to have a laugh tonight. It was all pre-arranged. We're not cancelling it. These people are lethal weapons.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
was it Sunday that? Was it on Sunday that in Spain alone, in 24 hours, over 400 people died of the virus in one single day?
Mm.
You know, and there was some news coverage on Al Jazeera, I think it was, and there was still hundreds of people milling together.
Mm.
You know, total disregarding the health and safety warnings.
I mean, all they're doing is dragging this out. They're dragging it out to make it 3 weeks is 3 weeks, okay? Stay inside for 3 weeks. Hopefully that will be it. And we'll be able to go out again. They're dragging it out. It's going to be a month. It's going to be 2 months. It's going to be dragged out to 3 months inside. That is just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it may sound to a lot of people ridiculous. I'm going to be stuck in the house for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Would you prefer to catch the virus and kill your kids and your own family with it, and you might be cured of it? Or your best
Yeah.
friends, your neighbours, complete strangers in the street? Because this is what's going to happen if you allow yourself to carry life on as normal in the street or a packed environment. You're a fucking lethal weapon. You're
Yeah.
a time bomb.
Yeah.
And yeah, there should be curfews, let's say 6 o'clock in the evening in any country. And if you're still on the street, tough shit. Intern them somewhere and put them on forced, what's the word I'm using for, isolation.
Yeah.
For a bleeding month with no contact with the outside world.
Yeah.
You know, drum it into them.
I mean,
I was talking to Nook. Yeah, I was talking to Nook this morning, and what happened is what I knew would happen. They all emigrated to the Coconut Bar, Pattaya Beach.
All right.
She said last night there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them drinking and partying on the beach. Again, a confined space, even be it outside on the beach. They were in close proximity to each other. The police moved in, told them 8 o'clock comes, you all vacate the beach and return home. You don't gather here. It's against the current mass gathering rules, for want for a better term. You know, and it's the same problem here in Egypt. For the last 5 nights, outside my home at the top of the street, there's been a gathering of at least 20 people playing bingo and shouting, Egyptians having a laugh, kids playing out. Again, total disregard to the information they've been given. And they have been given the information because I've been talking to my friend. She watches the news religiously to update me, because obviously I'm a foreigner here and I get very little information, so I have to rely on her.
And it's not in English.
Everybody is blatantly flouting the laws without giving a top to anybody except themselves. And I personally think that every government should come down hard and put their country on total lockdown. Total and absolute lockdown. The increasing numbers.
The quicker they do it, I mean, the quicker they do it, the quicker it's going to be over, isn't it?
Yeah. Instead of fucking umming and ahhing about it, while they're having the gin and tonics and the free lunches in the Houses of Parliament or wherever the cretins gather, you know, decisions have to be made, and they have to be made fast. You know, it's unbelievable. It's a pandemic.
Yes.
You know, fucking pandemic, and they're going about the daily lives as if it's A-OK for me. Yeah. I just can't believe what I'm seeing on the news. You know, I mean, so me being here, I very rarely come into contact because I keep myself to myself, and I'm happy doing that. But I now have stocked up with enough food for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3. I've no intentions of going through the front door. I've no intentions of answering the front door. If the electric man comes round or the water man, be it next month, I still won't answer it. And the government said, don't worry about paying your electric or water, leave it until this is cooled down.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about any bank loans you've got or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The government is giving you permission to miss it out. Stay in.
I think that's where the problem is, though, Alfie, where the UK government is not being very specific and helpful, because they're saying one thing, like they will help people with their jobs, but if they're unemployed, if they're employed, but if they're self-employed, then they don't get any help at all. And of course, those people have to go to work because they have to pay the bills, and they haven't been told they don't have to pay their bills. They still have to pay. So people will go to work.
I suppose at the end of the day, if you're self-employed, it's an unquantifiable amount that you would need each week. Whereas you're employed, it's all on the data. They
That's
know
right.
how many hours you've worked. They know how much you should get paid that month, minus tax, national insurance stamp. If you're self-employed, who's going to argue? Say, oh, well, I earn 600 a week being self-employed. Okay,
I earned
shows
10
the proof
million
of
last
that.
week.
Well, I can. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know what you mean.
But
I
there
know
are
what you
many,
mean.
again, there's going to be many, many thousands that will abuse that if they did suggest helping the self-employed.
Well, yeah, I mean, there would be plenty of people abusing it. I mean, we've had a few comments. Paul says, don't forget about the people that died from flu, which is 1,000 people died within the last 24 hours. And also there's a comment there from Australia. Hello, Australia. Hello. Australia, they're going shopping. People panic when they go shopping. Yes. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, again, I can't understand what all this panic buying is about.
No.
It defies logic.
I don't understand.
Perhaps if they didn't panic buy, they'd have enough money left in the bank to get them through the next 2 or 3 weeks when they're home alone.
I mean, I got to
the shop
shopping yesterday.
Yeah.
Popped to the shop, got a few bits and pieces, but I probably won't have to go out again for another week at least, So that's good.
Yeah. I mean, to take precautions, you're safe going out shopping next week or the week after. You just keep your distance. Yeah. I believe a lot of the supermarkets are sanitising the areas for the customers at regular intervals, so that cuts the problem down or the danger of catching anything. And the shops would be fully stocked.
Yeah.
No, there would be no problem, but these arseholes that go and buy 10 of everything where normally they wouldn't buy half the stuff or only one. Again, they're completely ruining it for everybody else.
Everybody else. Yeah. I mean, the shop I went into, they had some veggies and they had some fruit this time, but last time, every shelf was empty. I mean, even the chocolate were empty. There was no chocolate there. I really fancy to borrow chocolate, but nothing.
Yeah, well, they'd be taking all that for comfort food while they're watching the doom and gloom on the fucking television.
I mean, why do they need to have all of that? I mean, just ridiculous.
Yeah. See, that's the flip side of the coin for me. The shops here are just normally stocked as they normally are because it's not in the Egyptian mindset to overbuy, overstock, panic buy. It just doesn't exist. So I can go in the shop, which I'm doing in 2 or 3 hours because I need a couple of boxes of tea bags, a couple of pints of milk.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going for. So that's all I buy, unless I see really something tasty I fancy trying or something like that. And then I'll go next week for just little tops up. The shops are fully stocked.
Yeah.
Everything.
Paul said it was him that got the chocolate.
Yeah.
That's Go-Go, by the way, in case you're wondering which Paul. It's Go-Go in
all right, yeah.
Hello, Go-Go. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was a bit of a greedy bastard, wasn't he, in Pattaya? So that doesn't surprise me.
Guess who's on? Guess who's on chat?
Yeah.
Can you see chat? Can you see chat?
No, I've not got it on. No.
Nook is on chat. Hello, Nook. Hello, Nook. Somebody got from Thailand. Hello. Mindless and quite selfish. More people should produce their own food. Well, that's all right if you've got somewhere to grow it. I'm not very growing orientated, and I haven't really got anywhere.
The only thing I can grow with regularity and fail safe is me toenails. But Nook was telling me this morning that they're charging 5 baht for 1 egg.
Wow.
Again, jumping on the bandwagon, trying to make money out of those that have no money. They won't put in against the wall and shooting.
They do. I mean, it's just wrong, really. profiteering. I mean, it was
Yeah.
profiteering in the war was actually illegal, wasn't it? I think they saw that as being something that people shouldn't do during the Second World War.
You know, if they were caught, the black marketers, they were shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not advocating shoot all the hoarders because the
Oh,
cost
I
of
am.
burials would be phenomenal, you know. Well,
Just
you'd
put
end
them
up paying for it out of the tax,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
stench alone would be terrible to live with. No, but they
Lloyd,
should be heavily fined and threatened with
yeah,
imprisonment. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, there is one person and one person alone that can control all this, and that's whoever owns the supermarket.
yes,
You know, get some extra
yeah,
security guards in and get them
yes.
to police the aisles. You know,
That's funny because I did
they
see
are
one yesterday.
yeah,
There was one stood by the door.
yeah. I like your sentiment, Nook, but I've no intention of dying with anybody at the moment. Although I suppose it would be a nice, easy way out to die next to the lady friend.
Oh yeah, Lloyd says, Alfie, see, there's a reason I don't go out. I just stay in my hotel room.
Yeah, but nobody had even heard of this virus when that happened, Lloyd.
No, that's a bit of an excuse, really, isn't it?
Yeah, a pathetic one at that. But again,
Yeah.
I watched another fella's vlog yesterday, BB. Now, you know, I don't like
Yeah.
BB, okay?
No.
But what he was complaining about, I had to totally agree with him.
Yeah.
That the arsehole that's producing live vlogs showing drinking in bars, you know, and thinks it's clever.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Something should be done about that. And the guy who's doing it.
Yeah.
And another vlogger that I do respect because he's got a nice manner about him and his factual vlogs and the quality, which are basically holiday vlogs that used to be on. He
Yeah.
was saying it, you can get a drink if you know where to look. Well, again, you shouldn't really be mentioning that because in actual fact, you're breaking the law
Yeah.
by drinking in a bar. Now, I respect the law. I always have done. No matter where I am, which country I'm living in. You may not agree with that specific law, but I respect that law.
Yeah.
Because laws are put in place for one reason and one reason only, and that is to keep the law, to keep peace.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be allowed to advertise the fact that you are openly breaking the law by going drinking in a bar when the bar should legally be shut. To protect people, in this case, protect the Thai people.
Yeah.
Who's to say that the person that's serving you, the person you sat next to, the other phalangs you sat next to, and not got the virus? Because
And
symptoms don't show up immediately.
Well, don't forget, you've got that contact of touching stuff. So the glasses, and the beer bottles, and you don't know where they've been.
Yeah, because it's classed as a sticky virus.
Yeah.
And it sticks to surfaces active, up to 12 hours. So now,
did you see that article on the ship? They did a sweep and cleaning, and it was 17 hours. It was in the on the surfaces in the liner. 17 hours, still alive.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but what that guy, that medical expert, was saying on that vlog, I forwarded it to you, that you're in more danger wearing protective gloves than you are just sanitizing your hand.
Yeah.
Because the virus sticks to the rubber gloves. You inadvertently or accidentally touch any area of your face. If your gloves have that virus on, you are now a carrier. You're infected. It's best just to keep your hands clean and sanitized. Do away with the gloves.
Yeah.
But will people listen? No, they won't.
Of course not.
You know.
That's very selfish, isn't it? I mean, they think about themselves. What all right, Jack? You know, I'm all right, Jack. But I don't know. But yeah.
Well,
So this law that they're going to be bringing in, it's going through Parliament at the moment. It should be here by Friday. It will essentially make it that it's martial law by Friday. That they will have powers to arrest people, to get them off the streets and force them by way of legal means. And it's all coming in, hopefully. Well, as you say, hopefully by Friday. I know they mentioned it last night as lockdown, but officially it's not really a lockdown because they can't do anything about it. Because if you turn around and said, sod off, I'm going down the road, there's not a lot they can do at the moment because legally, you're not doing anything wrong. It's only advice. They've advised you to go and stay at home. Nook says that they can't go out between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. in Thailand. That
is a good decision. It's a sensible decision. It makes a lot of people unhappy, of course.
Yeah.
And like the freelancers trying to fit the work schedule into them reduced hours. See, here in Egypt, we've been under martial law since the first revolution, which was 8 years ago. They never lifted it. So they don't have to go through Parliament to discuss these things. They can act on it any day of the week.
Unfortunately, we're a so-called civilized country, aren't we? We don't need that sort of thing, but obviously we do.
Yeah.
And some people will even break the law. So you're talking to idiots. I mean, I think it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. But I don't think this is going to improve in any short time.
No, and it's going to drag out. I reckon. We're going to be talking about. They reckon 3 weeks, but 3 weeks lockdown. But I think it's going to be more. It's going to be more than that. I think we're talking about at least over a month, maybe 2 months.
Well, it has to be that long for it to be effective.
Yeah.
It really does. Yeah. And there's just too much movement being allowed across the planet.
That's right. Jan, who is in Vietnam, says it's 7 till 7 apparently in Thailand.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe different for Pattaya, 8 till 5. But Chatham is 7 to 7.
Well, Nook's only got 1 hour and 10 minutes to nip out for a shopping.
Nook, go shopping.
Yeah, because she's got no coffee left.
Right. Now, they haven't got lockdown in where my missus is, in Khon. They've not locked that down yet. But I'm sure they will.
Yeah. But then again, this is another problem. The harsher rules were brought into Bangkok first.
Yes.
And then they emigrated to Pattaya.
Yes.
Then maybe they'll say emigrate to, as an example, Chiang Mai. They should do it countrywide from day one. And if you want to stop something, you stop it dead. The whole country, not just this area, that area. Phuket. I mean, does Phuket come under these new rules? Is all the bars closed there and what have you?
I think they are. Yeah, I think they are. Paul says that he was out 11 p.m. last night and nobody told him to get inside. So 11 p.m. in Bangkok, I presume. It's the same, isn't it? We all know what it's TIT. This is Thailand. So things that happen, they don't happen consistently, I don't think. It's like, I know we got onto the subject of Thailand somehow, but but yeah.
No, because it's an active topic that interests most people that watch this show because most
Yeah.
people enjoy going to Thailand. I mean, say I'm interested to hear what's going on in the UK, not because
Likewise with Egypt.
yeah. Well, we have the same saying here. This is Egypt when things go cock up.
TIE.
You know.
TIE.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
TIT.
It's it's expected and used as a reasonable excuse to accept whatever's gone tits up. I mean, say I'd have thought,
For England, shouldn't we? We should have
yeah,
TISH. This is a shit place.
yeah.
Tish.
A visitor.
Oh, hello.
I'm busy.
Oh,
I'm busy,
hello.
Alfie. I'm busy, Alfie. Lie down.
Alfie.
Well, I'd have thought last night. I said, bloody hell, the cats, because all the cat food is imported,
Yes.
especially cat biscuits. So I put an order in for a 25-litre bag. I've got about 10 litres left in the house. So that's enough cat biscuits for 6 months because imports may be stopped. Well, they probably will be. And it's little things like that you don't think about at the time. Then you say, oh, Christ, the bloody cats, what am I going to feed them on if there's nothing in the pet shops? So that's one worry out of the way. That's sorted. And I've nothing else really to concern myself with.
No.
Apart from yesterday, we had 3 minutes. Yeah, we had 3 minutes rain yesterday. So I had to leg it outside. Yeah,
It's been really bad. Just because you've got to stay in, it's really sunny. It's really annoying.
yeah. Well, it's yeah.
Jan in Chatham has just confirmed, just reminded me that these restrictions are actually from the 26th. So there's another 2 days to go in Thailand. So it's actually, they're talking about the time limits, but they don't actually apply yet. That may be why people are going out, not getting arrested.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Andy, they can't arrest everybody. Where are they going to put them? That just exacerbates the problem, doesn't it? Finding somewhere to stick thousands of people all of a sudden.
That's right.
Well, give them on the spot fine or a good bollocking and send them home.
We're going to have a baby boom in Christmas, I think.
Well, there again, it happened in wartime, didn't it?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh,
yeah. I was post-war, so I didn't fall into that category.
No.
But, mind you, it was about the time that ration books was lifted, so there must have been some celebration.
Yeah, buying all that stuff.
Every night. Yeah. But it's people like yourself, I think, is going to eventually find it a little bit more difficult because of the mobility aspect. And it's okay if you can use your car, transporting, shopping back and that, and how long it's going to drag on for. So my thoughts go out to people such as yourself and elderly people that's really struggling to walk and that. They're going to find it really difficult.
Especially if they haven't got a network of help.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of the people watching this channel will be well versed with having to stay in the house and things like this because they don't get out very often, or they can't get out. So they'll be thinking, what the hell is going on with all these people who aren't objecting to staying in. I can appreciate where they're coming from. The baby boom.
And of course, you've got the countless thousands of keyboard warriors that never leave the house anyway because they're stuck in front of the computer all their life. So they actually won't notice anything.
Well, they'll be moaning about how people are going out and enjoying themselves and they're not.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors. Bunch of idiots.
Yeah. No.
Now, I will say this, but I'm not being rude about the guy because it's not, he's a good friend. But I was like flabbergasted with this comment that he put on his page about videos that he's making. He's put on there saying, "I'm going to have to withdraw my videos for a little while because people think I'm there and I'm live, and they're asking me to go places." And I said, "What the hell? Are they stupid or what?" You can tell if you're somewhere live. And he goes, "No, it's the educational level. They're not very educationally." I thought, well, that will explain trolls to a T. They haven't got the educational nous to know that they're not live because they're not there. Have a little quite amusing.
Yeah, well, it takes all sorts to make this world of ours.
So, what I will say to people is, yes, I am here and I am live. Because I'm in case there's any confusion.
Yeah.
And Alfie's live so there we go.
Which will be unfortunate for a lot of people, no doubt, but there you go. I am a stayer. So.
Stayer. Yeah. So, well, thanks for the chat. It's been great. But I'm going to call it a day. We've gone over the anticipated time. Oh, Nick says that she's back. So obviously been shopping. And
very good.
That's good.
I'll connect with you in 10 minutes, Nook. You can show me what you've bought.
Anyway, that's been good. I hope you enjoyed today's show. And a quick chat with Mr. Alfie and getting the update on what it's like around the world. We've got people in Australia, people in Thailand. There was people up north in the land of Newcastle and Tainawea. Who else we got? Well, we got people down in Birmingham. And then we got loads of people watching. We don't know who you are, but hey, that's okay. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button, like and share, and we'll catch you on Wednesday for our usual Travel Channel show. And hopefully the microphone won't break. Bloody thing. Pain in the arse.
Well, I know you've not much to do at all, Mandy, but I did warn you about the consequences of sitting on your microphone. Okay, I'll catch you again. And
got a nice very
bye
end.
to everybody on chat.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Alfie.
Yeah. See you again tomorrow.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I'll let you go. And Gatwick Man, you're isolating yourself for 2 weeks. You've got plenty of Guinness. Okay, that's good. Fantastic. So just a last quick look at the chat window. If you want to make any chat, then do that now. But we are going to say thank you very much for today. It was an impromptu live stream. It wasn't planned. I just wanted to play the video. And in actual fact, in another 5 minutes or so, there'll be a video coming live on the channel that you can go and watch as well. So there's a live stream and a video that you can watch back later on if you've got nothing else to do. In the meantime, I will say thank you for watching, and going to go and try and fix my microphone quite now, which is, I don't know why it stopped working, but hey, whatever.
And that's my cue to exit.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Think I'll go home now.
I think I'll go home now. Okay, and
This is goodbye.
yes, and thank you.